Hello again, I'm Robert Fithen, and today I want to talk about PVC sleeves, and do they really ruin your records, and if so, just how bad? If you've read or seen videos about record care and researched some things, you've probably heard about the dangers of using these old PVC sleeves to protect your records, and I thought I was the perfect candidate to test out this theory because I have two records here that have been kept in PVC sleeves for decades. I got these in college. Actually, I got this one in college and this one when I got my first job as just promotional items that I've just kept. I really haven't played these. And before anybody starts with the comments about, why do you have records you don't play? I play all my records. I can't stand people who just have records. I play my records. I have a lot of records. I play records all the time. As I mentioned, these were given out as promotional items and I just kept them all these years for nostalgia reasons. I have no reason to want to play a 12-inch REM single from 2001 that nobody gives a shit about. This other record is Biohazard, for God's sakes. Which is fitting for the PVC sleeve. So these have been in these sleeves, this one since 1994, so 30 years for this one. Wow. I'm old. And this one since 2001. Kept in PVC sleeves, never played. So they have not been exposed to anything. They haven't been thrown around or anything like that. So these should, in theory, without knowing about PVC sleeves, these should play perfectly, right? Let's find out. So yeah, as you've probably heard, not such a perfect play with these PVC sleeves. And by the way, I realize that the microphone I'm wearing here does make a little bit of noise. It is a cheap microphone, and I keep wanting to get like a better one, and I will eventually. I did not use this microphone to record what you just heard with the records playing. That should have made no noise at all except for the records themselves playing, and you heard how noisy they were. The Biohazard from '94 especially. So yeah, probably don't want to keep your records in PVC sleeves. And thankfully, I think a lot of record labels have stopped using PVC sleeves. They were using them to put the picture discs in all the way up until like very, very recently. And I noticed for Record Store Day, the picture discs are now coming out in regular cardboard sleeve with maybe like a poly lined sleeve to go inside of it. But these things got to go away. The sticker on here, it's even yellowed here. You can see right there where that's been, it's called off-gassing. These things apparently put out gases or whatever, and you can see the damage it's done to that sticker. Now, in some places on Reddit, I've seen people saying, well, if it gets past if it gets over 130 degrees, you got to watch out because these things will start giving off the gases and ruin your records. And then other people going, okay, well, that's cool because I don't plan on having my records anywhere above 130 degrees Fahrenheit. I have never had my records at 130 degrees Fahrenheit. These have been stored in like this room and then an earlier room, apartment that I used to live in. And I doubt it ever got over 100 degrees in there, let alone 130. So this is basically room temperature. Having these stored, never moving them, never playing them, caused the sound that you're hearing. And these are orange vinyl, so it's kind of harder to see the damage. It's a lot easier to see the damage done when it's on black vinyl, but you can even tell that there's this sort of haze. You probably can't tell that, but there's this haze all around the inside here where you can see that there's been some issue here. And both of these put out by Warner Brothers. It's not some cheap record company that just made a bad pressing or something like that. These are good pressings. They've just been ruined with sleeves, and I've read up on these, and apparently there's no way to fix this yet. Maybe someday down the road somebody will come up with some miracle chemical that will bring these back to life and take that noise out of there and remove that cloudiness from the vinyl. But as of right now, there's really no answer other than if you buy something like this new, you want to get it out of the sleeve and you want to put it in something else. And also, storing these in with the rest of your records, the off-gassing is so bad from these PVC sleeves that it can actually ruin the record on either side. It can go right through the cardboard of the cover or the poster board of the cover and ruin the record inside. There was, I think it was Andrew from Polygram, the channel, was talking about the old Pink Floyd The Wall issues that had the PVC sticker on it that said Pink Floyd The Wall because, you know, the cover doesn't say anything. It just has The Wall. And somebody left their record stored for years and years and never played it. And so that it was the record was housed in the exact same position. And when they took it out and played it after all those years, you could tell where that sticker was on the cover because it would make this sound. So even going through the cover, that's how much damage these PVC sleeves can be. And of course, I'm talking about these hard plastic sleeves, not the thin ones that a lot of people are using just as outer sleeves or you know, the sealable ones. That's not what I'm talking about. The ones that usually picture discs come in, these harder ones, these ones that people were using in the 70s, they start crinkling up even, and they start turning yellow. And sometimes even the ones from like the 50s or whatever, they'll get hard. You can just break the corner off. Record ruiners, and now it has been proven. Now, there obviously, I'm not going to, you know, I didn't play any music because I don't want to get copyright stricken and all that kind of stuff. I just played, you know, the lead-ins and lead-outs. But Biohazard, a very loud group, and you could even tell over this hard rock music, you could still even hear that distortion caused by the PVC sleeve. And this is Biohazard, and they had that single off here, Tales from the Hard Side. We played that in college. I remember we used to make fun of that song because it was all about being from the hard side, hard side. We'd make up ridiculous lyrics like, my TV remote, the battery died. I had to get up and change the channel. Tales from the hard side. I went out to take a swim in my pool and my mom forgot to turn the heater on. I had to wait 2 hours. Tales from the hard side. I live on a dead-end street. Yo, some people call it a cul-de-sac. Tales from the hard side. Anyway, yeah, the orange, these are both orange vinyl. That was not, you know, it's just a coincidence that these are both orange. That has nothing to do with it. Not a coincidence, though, that I wore the orange shirt. I did that on purpose to match the records. Anyway, hopefully this gave you once and for all, yes, the answer is those old PVC sleeves absolutely ruin vinyl. Do not use them. Even vinyl that has been sitting unplayed, untouched for decades. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Robert Fithen, and hopefully I will talk to you again next time.